All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Running with Kamara, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency.
Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Trent Murphy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mahomes going to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off play action. Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
That's good for a 49er first down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Kamara. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
A give to Kamara running right, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, Fields. Got a man, it's caught. for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things...
And now look at him go. 20, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second and goal, Mahomes being chased, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 3 yards out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Second and 3. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
It's a gain of 18. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Jake Butt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, Fields. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Brings up second and
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. This is caught. Watkins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have once again. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 22 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
On first down, Fields. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, 49ers.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Fields. And he's got his target. That's more. That one good for 24 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Fields. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On third down, Fields. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Christian Wilkins, his 2nd sack of the night. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. On 4th down, Fields. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 43. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to more there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49ers.
From the gun, Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Alvin Kamara. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick. Keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
A loss of 9 yards.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 4th down, Fields. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing on 1st down. Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Here's Watson now on second down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
And the defense could not have written a much better. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. We'll give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. Watson off play action. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. 28 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DJ Moore, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to loft one into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 7-yard
Back to throw. Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DJ Moore, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as the Ravens push further out in front. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT.